Well, welcome back everyone, welcome me back because I've been away for about a month. I'm sorry about that, but I've had shitloads going on in my life, and the last thing on my mind's been arcades, but I am back after a weekend of the NERG, which is the North East Retro Gaming event up in Newcastle, and that was absolutely awesome. Also, as you can see, I am supporting John's Arcade today. I mean, he probably didn't know that I bought this. I hope in some way or another that this has gone towards their Brofest over in Fun Spot, which I wanted to make but I couldn't make because shitloads going on for me over here, and just no way I could have afforded that anyway. But hopefully next year, we'll start planning now for next year. We'll make it a really cool worldwide event for all these Arcadians. It'd be awesome if we could get over there. Me and James really want to go, but I hope, John, this helped out in some way or another. I know I wasn't there in body, but I was there in spirit. I've watched the video, it's awesome. Congratulations, Joe, on your paper round. I was playing paper round actually at the weekend. It's an awesome game, absolutely awesome game, love it. So Joe, well done, cheers buddy. Bit of London pride, cheers buddy. Well done for that. And I see Ty over there. I'd love to meet you, Ty, one day, mate, one day. Yeah, so that was really cool to watch that. Well done, John, for organising all that. It's really cool. But what's been happening over in the UK? Yeah, the NERG, which is like an event. It's like a, I don't know, retro gaming event with loads of consoles. Retro Games Party provides all the arcades. There's the Northern Pins guys that supply all the pinballs. I played some pins. I played Super Mario Brothers for the first time, and it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, because that's a game that would look really cool in this arcade, to have like a Nintendo themed pinball machine. And it played alright, you know. It wasn't a bad pin, wasn't a great pin, it was sort of an average pin. Yeah, I'd have it if I had the room, but I ain't got the room, so I'm still a vid guy at the end of the day. I was never really into pinballs as a kid. It was always video games, so I'll stick with video games for now. So yeah, that was cool. It was cool to see everyone up there. Guys from the 10 Pence Arcade Podcast, they were there doing their thing. Who else was up there? Ollie, Alpha One, he was cool. And Rav were up there. Roger, all my mates were up there. It was a cool event. And next year, hopefully, I'm going to do a Nintendo tent up there, like have a big tent and have something special going on inside it. I've got things rolling around in my head, ideas that I want to do. So next year we'll definitely do like a Nintendo row maybe for NERG, because I thought Phil, who organised the whole thing, was so cool. I really clicked with Phil. He's a really nice guy. And I've been to events before, and it's like you take all your machines there, you don't get any thanks, you don't get nothing at all, and I just thought never again. But Phil, I really do like Phil. He's a really cool guy. So next year at NERG I'll sort something out. So yeah, that's been happening. What else has been happening? I've been buying loads of stuff, but selling loads of stuff as well to pay for it, because I ain't really got the money. But I did pick up recently a Sheriff, believe it or not, complete set. So that's the complete board set. So it's the soundboard. Here's a soundboard. This was from Adrian Purser. I've yet to test it, Adrian. Maybe I'll do it in this video. We'll do that. How lucky am I to get a Sheriff board set with the loom as well, which is really cool. Because what I would really like, you know, I've got both. I've got the rarest of the rare of the Sheriffs. I'm lucky to get the two rare ones out of the way. I would really like the white tabletop version of Sheriff, because I'd like to take that along to events and keep these safe and, you know, out of harm's way in my arcade. There's no way I'm going to take my cocktail to an event here, but I'd love to take the white tabletop. So all I need is the control panel, because I've got the loom now and I've got 2 spare boards, so that's all I need is control panel. So that's me being really greedy and me being a total sheriff freak, but that's what I'd really like to do. And I've got a sheriff board, you see. It's got the TWG signature there for the board, so we know it's definitely a Nintendo sheriff board. And I reckon this is probably, I don't know, I think this could probably be off an upright, because it's the same aluminium plate that I have in my upright, whereas the cocktail plates are completely different. So I'm thinking this is an upright. I mean, they're the same board set, but I reckon this came out of an upright sheriff, which is really cool. So I've now got 4 sheriff board sets. I've got to find out whether that works. So maybe I'll do that in the next video, because I don't really fancy getting that all out now. I've got to get I've got Space Firebird here. I've yet to take apart and refurbish, which I've been meaning to do, but I just haven't got round to it, and it's in the way of my sheriff at the moment. I've got no space here. It's really doing my head in, actually. That's another reason why I haven't been down. I've been down here for about a month. I really haven't. There's so much going on. I had someone really close to my family passed away, so it's been loads of crap going on with that, as you can imagine. But it's nice to come down here tonight, actually, and escape. I need a bit of escapism, and this is the place to do it, man. Just escaping some old game, and this is what I love about this room. It's just, well, what do I play? You know, there's so many cool games in here. But I just spoke to Ian, my friend Ian, who's got the Battle Sharks. He's housing the Battle Sharks. Cheers, Ian. Well, I'm not going to say cheers to you, actually, because he's just beaten me on my Donkey Kong Free high score. I have got 368,000 points on Donkey Kong Free. It's not a bad score, but he's just beaten the 400 mark, and that's pretty damn cool for Donkey Kong Free. It's a hard game. After level 20, it gets absolutely crazy. It's like trying to juggle loads of plates. So much going on. And if you watch that Riley guy, who's the world champion, there's no real way of doing it. You've just got to be really good and really quick, and just have this sight vision of whatever's going around you. You know, it's just a crazy game. But I'm definitely going to get back into that. There's loads of games I want to get back into. I have actually been playing a bit of Space Firebird. I really do like it. I don't know why I sold it, because I absolutely love that game. I'm getting good scores on it as well, about 9,000, 10,000, which is really good. I think the world record's about 14, 15,000, not sure. That's on, I think the main record was about 19, but I think the record on the PCB is about 14, so I'm not far off that, actually. I wouldn't mind having a go at that. It's a really good game. I've been playing a lot of Nemesis as well, or Gradius. Very confusing, this Nemesis Gradius thing, because I met a guy at Nerg, and we were playing Nemesis there on a Goliath jammer cab, and he's really good. He can loop the whole game. And I said to him, is there any difference? He said, yeah, there is a difference between Gradius and Nemesis. Some of the levels are slightly different. One of the bosses at the end is more of a 3D thing going on. So yeah, there's a lot of difference between Gradius and Nemesis. Now, originally I just thought it was just the name, because in Japan they got Gradius, and in America and over here we got Nemesis. So I just thought it was a name swap, but apparently it's not. There is a lot more to it. And if you get into the consoles like the NES and the Famicom stuff, it gets even more confusing. Because I picked up this, which is a Game Boy game, and it's got Nemesis. This is a Jap version, but they're calling it Nemesis. That should be Gradius. So it gets even more confusing. There is a book, a Konami book, that tells you all about this. See, this is the Jap version. This is Gradius 3. Okay, I don't know whether that came out in the arcade or not, but that's the Japanese name, Gradius. So that Game Boy game should be called Gradius 2. So, I don't know, it's very confusing, but it's a very cool game, very cool series, absolutely love it, really got into it. It's up there with R-Type for me. R-Type's another great game. And speaking of R-Type, I picked up something very, very cool. Just going to go over here and get it. This came up on eBay, and I had to buy it because well, I'd like to do it, but I don't know if it's going to work. Maybe you can throw a few hinters at me, but I've loved this game so much, and because Nintendo made the arcade game, I'm not going to fit one in here. I wondered if I could. stick this in one of my machines. This is a R-type control panel. How cool is that? I had to buy it just for the artwork. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. It's got the lovely Versus Ninty joystick on there, Ninty buttons on there, and it's just the artwork. Can you see that, guys? It's very, very cool. Absolutely love this game. And that fits perfectly in one of my Nintendo cabs, but I don't think it's going to work because the monitors are different and they're reverse. What do you call it? Can't think of what it is now, but they reverse the image basically, so you're seeing a negative. So I don't know if that's going to work in there. I'd need some sort of adapter, inverter. That's it, to invert the colours round, because the colours are inverted on a Nintendo monitor. So I don't know if that's going to work, but still. I had to get it. What else have I got? Oh yeah, this is the Sheriff Loom. So look at that. That came with my Sheriff board set. So all I need is another cocktail, but I need the control panel so I can stick a Sheriff in it, and that would be so cool. Love that. Absolutely love it. It will come along one day. And I think I showed you this. I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. It's got a Mario Brothers control panel as well. So I pretty much got all of them now. I've got a Versus control panel, I've got my R-type control panel. I think I'm only missing Space Firebird upright control panel. I think that's the only one I'm missing. And of course the rarities like Monkey Magic. I don't know if you saw that, the Monkey Magic. Andy Welburn, or P-Man, is in a consortium of collectors, and they bought this PCB from Japan. I saw it on Yahoo auctions about 3 months ago, and someone bought it for something like £2,500–3,000, something like that, something crazy yen. And I thought, I actually put a bid on it about 300 or 400 quid, but it went way beyond that. And I was really surprised and shocked actually. I got in touch with Andy, and he said it's one of the most expensive PCBs he's ever bought. But he bought it with a bunch of other collectors, and they are collectors that just buy games to dump onto MAME, because this is a game that isn't actually on MAME. So hopefully for the first time we're going to get to play this really rare and early Nintendo game called Monkey Magic, and it plays a little bit like Breakout. It's like an early Breakout clone. So I'm really looking forward to playing that. It looks really cool. It's got like a monkey face. You have to get these like little arrows up the screen by hitting the ball at them, and once they reach the monkey's mouth they knock the teeth out. So it looks really fun. It's a really cool game. So I'm really chuffed about seeing that. I've still got my Sky Skipper to come. It's in the bank. I'm just waiting for that to come, and that'd be really cool to get. What else did I get? Usual console stuff. More amiibos. If anyone tells you amiibos are for kids, forget it. Tell them to fuck off, because they're really, really cool. And I just picked up a really cool one. Pac-Man. I'm going to show you that in a minute. I'll do a little tour, because I did say I'll do a little tour of my games room, even though it's a total mess. I'll just show you what I've got amiibo wise. I've got quite a few, but I've still got loads to go. Absolutely love them. They're really cool, well detailed figures, and they look just fantastic in this room. Being a Nintendo freak, they look great in here. So I'll show you them. Right, so here's my shelves, guys. I've got my Metroid games going on down below, and I've got my amiibo on the second shelf along with my Super Famicom games. There's about 23 amiibo in my collection so far, all unboxed. I think they look fantastic out of the box. And the plan is to get them all on this end wall here in a nice little display cabinet, which will look really cool in this Nintendo room. So starting off here, we've got Twilight Princess, Zelda from Twilight Princess I should say, and he's in a really cool stance. So well detailed, all of these figures. Mario's about to throw a fireball. We've got Fox from Star Fox, Diddy Kong, we've got the Villager, and Princess Peach, and Lucario. I mean, look at the face, look at the detail on the face, is so cool. How could anyone not like these figures? They're so well done. Pichiku. We've got Mega Man here, another one of my favourite characters. Meta Knight. And some of the bigger amiibos here, we've got Bowser, Donkey Kong and Wario. I just love them faces. Look at Wario. So many colours on that figurine. Really, really cool. We've got Wii Fit Trainer. We've got, oh my gosh, is it Sheik or Shrek? Shrek? It's not Shrek. It's Sheik, I think it is. I think he's from Hyrule Warriors. We've got Ike. He's a Fire Emblem character. Toon Link from Wind Waker, of course. Marth. Shizard. Captain Falcon. Samus. One of my favourite characters. Can't wait, actually. I've got Zero Suit Samus on order and Ganondorf. Can't wait for those. And Pac-Man. Showed you earlier, unboxing him. And my latest edition, Kirby. I've also got Little Mac on his way. So I've pretty much got all the ones that are out so far. I think there's a few missing. I'll have to check. But don't they look great on that shelf? And I think once you set them in the cabinet, they just go great in this room. I mean, that's just everything that's so cool about Nintendo. All those characters, absolutely fantastic. Don't let anyone else tell you any different. Great things to collect. Me and my daughter had great fun trying to find them. I love them. I think they look awesome. So there you go. There's my little Metroid thing going on there. I just want to show you this as well. This is a couple of pickups I don't think I showed you. I've really got into Gradius or Nemesis at the moment. Nerg, I watched a guy called Darren, a friend of mine. He completed the game on 1 credit. He looped it basically, and it was just amazing to watch. It's a really hard game, but once you get into it, you know, I really enjoyed this game. You know, back in the day I used to play it, but I never really got to the end of the level. And now I've got past getting onto the second level, really enjoying it. So I've picked up these Japanese versions because, of course, Gradius came out in Japan and Nemesis came out in Europe and America. But the weird thing is about this Game Boy game, it's called Nemesis, yet this is a Japanese version, which is really odd. This is a Japanese cart. As you can see, it's got all the Japanese writing on the back. I don't think it's exactly the same game as Gradius 2, but it's weird how they call it Nemesis in Japan, because Gradius would have been the name. And I've also got this Gradius 2 on the NES, or the Super Famicom, on the Famicom. That's quite a rare cart. I paid quite a bit for that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I played Gradius 3, that's really good. So it's really nice to have that in the collection. Really enjoy playing those games. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'm not going to do a tour of the room because it's a bit untidy at the moment. I've got a few cabs in here. So I've got a space fire, but I've got to take to bits. I'll probably do that in another video, but I'm just going to thought I'd show you these anyway. Right, so what we're going to play this week is really old school shoot 'em up. We're going back to 1982 here, guys. This game came out in the arcades, and I think it was developed by Namco, but Namco, or I think Atari distributed it, so it came out in an Atari cabinet, and it's one of the most beautiful cabinets. You ever seen one, the arcade machine? Absolutely beautiful, absolutely love it. I would love the arcade machine of this game. It's called Xevious, and it's a really early Namco game, and I think it was developed on Gallagher hardware. So if you had a Gallagher board, you might be able to do a ROM swap or something, I don't know, but it's the same hardware. So same sort of time as Gallagher came out. And it's a game I played a lot as a kid. I'm not very good at it. I've got it on various systems. I've got it on the NES or the Famicom, and it comes on these, if you get the Japanese version, it comes on these lovely little carts here, the Namco carts, and it's got the arcade artwork on there, which is really cool. Really like these. So you can play it on your Famicom, which is a really good version. Pretty arcade perfect if you ask me. And also I've got it on the Game Boy Advance, or is it Game Boy? Yeah, it's Game Boy. It is a Game Boy game, but I play this on my Game Boy Advance, so it's another version you can play this on if you don't have a Nintendo Red Tent, which I'm pretty sure you haven't. Or you could probably play it on MAME, or there's probably another system you can play on. It's not hard to get hold of game, but it's a really cool shoot 'em up, and it's a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up. You've got like a little crosshair in the middle, 2 buttons, fire and bomb, and basically trying to get the bomb in the little crosshair at the right time. You can blow up the little buildings on the floor. So it's a really cool game. The only thing I don't like about it is the noise. It's a little very repetitive, and it does get to you after a while. And of course, pressing the fire button repetitively, which you have to do in this game, can get a bit tiring on the hands. So, but yeah, it's a cool little game. So I just thought I'd show you because I've got the ROMs for it on my red tent. I haven't played it yet on the red tent, so it's about time I did really. So let's have a look, see what it plays like. Right, so let's give this a shot. Not that great in this game, but let's see how far I can get. Here we go. So you get the bombs in that little cross hair there. At the right time you can blow up the stuff. I'm not going to try and talk too much, so we can get a good score on this. I'll say the only annoying thing about this game is the music can get a bit much, but the actual game is really good. Ah, just get too greedy. I'm always too greedy. Always go around the clouds because I never know what's actually in them. Ah, damn you. Ah, he come through the clouds, so you gotta watch that. Ah, damn. Last life. What? I don't know what happened there. Well, there you go, guys. I like it. I haven't got that far in it. I'll have to go have another go. But, I mean, what's that? 5 minutes. Yeah, it's quite a long game, really. I guess it's a bit too long for the video. But, yeah, I think it's really cool. It's just the music that gets you after a while. Very early shoot 'em up from Namco. Really cool. So there you go, guys. What did you think? Pretty cool. I know the sound's a bit... I know my screen, because I've got like a lot of screen burn on my Versus Red Tent. At games like this, you can really see the tennis screen burn in the background. I really want to get some new monitors for the Red Tent. In fact, next year or maybe the winter, I'm going to try and restore my Red Tent, do it up, because it's looking a little bit tatty, and it is one of my favourite machines in this room. I absolutely love it. And my next games are still so many games I want to get for it. Xevious, which I really want to play through on it. Balloon Fight, which is what I got it for. And Wrecking Crew. I mean, there's just so many really cool games I want to get on the Versus. So it's a machine that I want to do up eventually and make it all really nice, tickety-boo. Anyway, that's it, guys, for this week. I'm really sorry about the long wait. I know I keep saying I'll do it again really quickly, and I hadn't. Just had so much going on. I really got back into it after being up to nerd. I've got back right into it. I mean, I've never come out of this hobby. I've been in it for such a long time, been collecting since I was 8. I've still got all my Spectrum games. I've never got rid of them. I mean, stuff I do buy and sell a bit over the years. I do change my mind with certain stuff, but I never get rid of any of this. I'm in it for the haul. I absolutely love this hobby. So I'll try and do another video very soon. And what I'm going to do is the Space Firebird restoration, because I know a couple of you guys want me to do that, so I will do it. And I'll need it out of the way, because it's really bugging me in here, so I need to get onto that. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Stick your comments below. If you want to see more pictures, go on my Facebook page, Ninty Arcade, or you can follow me on Twitter, which is Nintendo Arcade. Anyway, thanks, guys. See you next time.